Speaking of complexity, let me jump over here. Our friends in Montreal, looks like they're trying to get into the food delivery business. Did you see this? That Montreal is the government, city of Montreal is spending $500,000 to encourage a Uber delivery competitor. Can you see a future for this, Sylvain?
Well, as you probably know, Michael, Quebec is trying to set up a Amazon site for Quebecers buying Quebec. It's called the Panier Bleu, the blue
And blue,
basket.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and so they are developing a transactional platform for local products, and frankly, I'm always a little bit skeptical using public funding to support these initiatives because it's a really competitive landscape, and it got even more competitive over the last 14 months since the start of the pandemic, and so to see the city of Montreal invest $500,000 on this initiative to me is a complete waste of money because, well, first of all, it's an election year for the mayor. That's why she did it. It was easy to get
Mm.
support, but at the end of the day, you need marketing to support a platform like this. And right now, when you look at the television, when you look at websites, I mean, companies like Skip and Uber Eats and DoorDash, they're very aggressive and they have a lot of money to attract more customers. So
Yeah.
I've enjoyed seeing restaurateurs getting together and create some of these platforms. Like it has happened in Toronto. I know St. Catharines in Ontario has actually done the same thing. Those are great initiatives because it's really about entrepreneurs getting together, creating a platform for themselves, encouraging people from local communities to encourage local restaurateurs, and there's nothing wrong with that. But as soon as municipalities or provinces get involved with e-commerce, it rarely works. I know. What do you think? I mean, you're an expert in retailing. What are your thoughts when you heard
Yeah.
about this?
Well, on the one hand, I don't mind the Penne Bleu strategy. I don't mind the idea of creating uh, a lower cost to the operator option. The challenge, as you rightly point out, is Uber and these places become a destination of themselves, and that creates the incremental volume for the restaurants. People go to Uber Eats to decide what they're going to eat versus going to the restaurant and then figuring out that they can get it from Uber Eats. That's what I hear in the industry that happens most often. So, to the degree that Montreal can put into play, and they've got a lot of media as a city that they can put into play. I mean, on the surface, I don't know. I think it's more interesting than I think you think it is. It could work, and I don't mind it. And I know it addresses the issue, right? The issue is paying high fees to a company where maybe they can come together. I'm not sure how successful it's going to be because I think at the end of the day, they got to step on the gas on marketing, and that takes years, not months, and that takes a lot of resolve, and that's more than $500,000 for sure. But anyway, well, maybe I'm more sanguine about the strategy, but well, anyway, we'll
I
see.
my
Speaking
bet
of,
for our second anniversary episode next year,
yes,
we're going to be talking about
yes,
why it
this time
failed.
next year. Well, good for them for trying something. At least, they're doing something different anyway. I don't know if it's the right something.
I
As you
just
say, an election, you.
I'm always a little bit skeptical. I wish entrepreneurs in Montreal would have gotten together and they could have done the same thing without involving the city. Because when you think about a platform like that, you have to think about updates. You got to make sure that people remain engaged, that everything is up to date, the information is there. Restaurants come and go. As soon as you start running an obsolete platform or a platform with obsolete information, it just pushes people away. And that's I
Hmm.
think that's the part they're not thinking about right now. They're just thinking about getting people from Montreal into their restaurants. But for the first year, I mean, because of the pent up demand, it's not going to be an issue. I mean, people are going to just be focusing on normalizing the economy as much as possible.